From the station that made country music famous, 650 AM WSM, this is a Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast. Hi, it's Charlie Maddowson. In this episode, we sit down and Zoom with Lainey Wilson. Lainey had just played the Grand Ole Opry and just released a new album, Sayin What I'm Thinkin. A lot to talk about with our friend Lainey Wilson. Enjoy our Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast.
Yeah, I know a few things a man ought to know.
Well, that was this weekend. Those of you watching on Circle Television, you got to see it. The rest of you listening all over the world, hearing Lainey Wilson with Things a Man Ought to Know. And I asked earlier, is Lainey welcome in? It's great to see you, have you join us here via Zoom. I wish we were in studio like we were the first time we met, and you were on your way to debuting at the Grand Ole Opry on a Valentine's night. Charlie Maddowson did some research earlier and found out it was a Valentine's 2019 debut.
It was. It was the best Valentine's Day I've ever had. I've never got flowers in my life.
Well, I asked Megan, I said, if you were a co-writer on Things a Man Ought to Know, she said, hey, it'd have to be an album cut. It'd be too long.
That's right. I know. That's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't be desired for radio play at 3.5.
Yeah. How'd you narrow it down, lady?
Down. They're not trying to fall in.
But I like one of your social media posts as you were headed to the Opry over the weekend. She says, and for those of you watching it on Circle, you'll get this specifically. We about to get to the bell bottom of it tonight. Famous for those gigantic bell bottoms. How big are the bells on your bell bottoms?
Oh, as big as I can get them. I'm telling you right now. I had a lot of them that weren't like super big bells, and I sent them home to Louisiana to my granny, and she made them into bigger bell bottoms.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
That's what happened.
I was telling the guys off the air there, and then I've shared with our audience all over the world as well, radio and television, that meeting you the first time in studio that morning on your way to the Opry for your debut, and then seeing you, getting to be there that night, there's a transformation. You were born to do what you do on stage, and you are wise and seasoned and comfortable beyond your years, and it is thrilling for those of us who know you and love you to watch you transform. What goes on when you step out of that darkness onto that stage where you can do what you do and be so comfortable? Well, I know inside you're probably coming to pieces.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, to be honest with you, I'm freaking out. Like I'm sweating through my clothes and I'm like pacing back and forth. But I will tell you this, it really is crazy. As soon as I step foot out there, I literally, like, all the nerves completely go away. It's one of those feelings where I'm like, I was born to do this. And there's no doubt in my mind that, I'm so honored and blessed to be able to have this opportunity, but it does feel like, I'm supposed to be up there. And it kind of is like this overwhelming sense of peace that I can't even explain, considering that a minute beforehand, I was like about to hyperventilate.
Well, I told Charlie, I just see this little girl in her bedroom in Louisiana growing up who's practicing for this moment in time. And when that time came for you, you were not to be denied. And a lot of people, the nerves would keep you from being, at least early on in your career, your performance from being what you really, truly wanted it to be. But my goodness.
Thank you very much.
So natural.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I feel more comfortable on stage. I really do. And I will tell you right now, now that I've played the Opry twice, and I knew I had felt this way the first time, and I was hoping I'd feel this way again, but I truly felt like I was at home. And like, there's no other way to explain it, and it's not going to be my last time. I'm planning on playing it a million more times. I'm telling you, like, it just is this just heartwarming feeling that I can't even, explain.
Bill. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Megan. No, you got it.
Bill, if I could just tell you that I had family in town that are thinking of moving to Nashville, like everybody else in the world right now, right?
You told them no, right?
Yeah. Well, because they're family, they can come, and they're good people. They are good people that will embrace what this city is all about. But they asked me about my job and what I do, and they were listening to our show last week, and they said, who's on Monday? And I said, Lainey Wilson. And Lainey, they absolutely lit up, and they said, oh my gosh, when we visited Nashville 4 years ago, they went to the listening room. Wow. You were performing. They were absolutely blown away by you. But more importantly, you stayed afterwards and talked to all your fans and everybody in the audience, and you engaged with folks. And they said they had no idea what it takes to be in this business and have a career in this business. And so, you know, no doubt you've got it. You're super talented, but I know you're working very hard behind the scenes, because they were talking about how you really have to own all of it, right? All the aspects of the business.
There is, you know, I mean, there's so much that goes into it, and I know y'all understand, but I mean, it's like eat, sleeping, and breathe it. But the good thing about that is I love it so much. Like, people ask me all the time, they're like, what's your favorite part of your job? And it truly is whatever I'm doing at that moment. If I'm writing a song, it's going to be writing a song. If I'm on stage, that's it. If I'm meeting my fans and loving on people, then that's it. I truly do. I just love it so much. And I'm so blessed that, you know, I get to do this for a living.
Yeah, it shows.
Who was your stage idol, if you will? Not necessarily as a singer, but just doing that on, because I see Reba in at the height of her career in you when you're.
Well, I was just about to say Reba. I tell you right now, like, I love how she delivers it. She can sell it. She can sing happy birthday on stage and make people feel like it's the first time they heard it. You know, just like, even if it's not a whole lot of movements or whatever, it's just, you know, about just that connection that she makes with her eyes, and kind of, you know, how she just, like, as a matter of fact. And so I definitely try to channel my Reba when I'm on stage.
Channel my Reba. I'm going to get t-shirts with that.
That's good. I want that too.
For men and women. So who does your wardrobe? Who's your wardrobe consultant? Because you are absolutely stunning when you are in front of the camera, like this morning, or on the stage at the Opry.
You're so sweet. Thank you. I have worked with these girls, Julie and Jerry, who, you know, they have certain pieces and stuff that they'll, you know, throw my way every now and then. But for the most part, I'm telling you, this entire bedroom up here, it has clothes racks just like down the walls. You can't see it right now. But yeah, I have just had so much fun. Like, it really is a way for me to, like, get up and just express myself every day. Like, I just do something different, wear it a different way. And I've got probably 200 pairs of bell bottoms up here. I'm not proud of it, but it's true. So
that is great. Can I please come by and just maybe look?
Come dig. Whatever.
Bringing back the bell bottoms.
That's right.
It's Lainey Wilson, if you just joined us. Well, the days ahead for you, now that we're into a new year, and it looks like the touring schedule is picking up in the minute or so we have left. Where will we be seeing you? What's going on in your life? I know you had a chance to network probably a little bit, though virtually, like you are with us this morning during the country radio seminar, which is huge in an artist's career.
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely huge. Yes, you know, I've been staying so busy right now, especially because we just released a record on February 19th, the day before my Opry performance, and it's just such a great feeling. It's finally out there. We've been working our fingers to the bone on this thing. I mean, you know, it's definitely not something that we just kind of threw together. This has been years, you know, worth work. And so, yeah, I'm just going to be, you know, promoting it and hoping shows kick back up here soon. But in the meantime, I'm keeping my blinders on, and I'm writing a bunch. I'm ready for the next 5 records.
Focus, baby. That's what she's all about. Lainey, thank you so much. Lainey Wilson this morning on 650 AM WSM. You saw her from the stage of the Opry earlier with Things a Man Ought to Know. Joe Smith is going to join us straight ahead. She did entertainment before Megan Alexander joined us, and she was so miserable with Bill and Charlie, she joined the Navy. That story.
Thanks, Lainey.
Thank y'all so much. Bye, guys.
Well, I'm good at hanging on to what I'm holding.
Thanks for listening to our Coffee, Country, and Cody podcast. Our program director at WSM Radio is J. Patrick Tittle. Our digital producer is Haley Hall. Marketing and promotions director is Amanda Cannon. And I'm Charlie Matos. If you like what you've heard, make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And leave us a review on iTunes. It really does help new people find the show.